We got hiccups on the right, but I can predict that it's probably the same roster except dubstep on Jet.
Okay, so well, what are we seeing? Carl
no,
not on the stove
right.
anymore. He's jumped back onto that Phoenix. So last time we saw that didn't really work out for them. Are you seeing half the screen?
I'm seeing half the screen.
Okay.
I think we're just gonna fix it soon.
It'll be fine. Guys. It'll be fine. It happens, guys. It happens.
It happens, guys. Don't worry. Yo, Bren, time out. Time out real quick. I mean,
judging from what we can see across the map there, they actually picked a Sage going into this game, and so Sage still viable on split.
Sage's back. Feels good, man. I mean, especially for Jesse Bass, who's been playing Sage for his whole career. This is quite the comfortable position for him, but Carl finally on this Phoenix, going aggressive, finding his stride, setting the pace on this B side, getting that first pick onto, if I can guess, that was the Omen?
Me making his way up in towards Heaven. He's actually just missed 3 players backing out of the ramps there, as they decide to just re-aggress towards the side straight away. Don't want to mess around with Heaven, don't want to have to try and take that control with the remaining players that they have. And so that ice wall is great position.
I've seen this ice wall happen before, and Jesse Bash lost that round.
I believe.
But, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Look at the numbers, even though I can't see half the screen, but look at the numbers. The numbers facing. Oh, how did Johan get that? That's kind of illegal, as well as Nazmi. I have right click. Okay, okay, you're actually fragging this time. Last person left alive, probably Borkum. Johan gonna go for the defuse. Borkum is gonna spot one, and he's gonna. That's not.
What?
The fault sign does not cancel the diffuse. That is a long-known fact for quite a while now. Just attacking down though.
I can't believe he didn't just push that smoke. Even if he had pushed just to get him off the spike, I feel like that would have been enough, you know?
That was a bro moment. I still can't see half the screen. It's fine. It's fine on stream.
Oh well, that's good at least.
Wait, let me test something.
Did you I'm guessing you restarted it?
Oh no, it's still like that.
Yeah. It's okay. We have the power. Okay, we have
the power. Yes.
We have the ability, despite not being able to see all.
But Sage is already down for AA. What is this? You don't want that to be down immediately, especially the wall is not even up in mid. Oh, it is. He just died ASAP.
Actually catching Borkum as he crosses over and gonna get him for free as well. Dubstep can't chase him down. And Josh just he was watching for a second, but he starts to back away, make some more space towards away from Vents instead.
That alarm bot is so annoying. I can feel Dubstep right now. He's like, why is this a thing? Now I can go for the all the way flank. Oh, he's gonna get one though. What? Gets Josh S in the end.
All right, well. Now, who do we have left? We got Carl left, and we've got Nazmi. And if Carl goes down here, well, we know what we say about Nazmi.
Oh, he's with Carl though. Carl
player standing.
Doing way better this time, except he dies immediately. Ching.
Spike planted.
Fortunately for them, it is Nazmi on this 1v2. 0 out of 8 out of the clutches, and this could be different this time. 92. Alarm bot.
Placing sentry.
Palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti, but is this gonna be Nazmi getting that dub? Yes, it will! Finally, 1 out of 9. He has, a 15% chance of clutching every round, but great job from Nazmi getting that 1v2. Now, this is the Arkangel that we want to see clutching and getting those key rounds and closing out that second round. It was quite It was quite hard actually for a second round from AA, but still they got the dub in the end.
Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade.
sign of things to come.
Placing sentry.
We'll see, as Nasby doesn't really win those, but
Placing swarm grenade.
Archangels don't really win these in general, and so we may be seeing a shift in paradigm here. And, well, maybe not. Okay, that's not the start you want. Oh no, dude.
Hey man, at least Carl is playing better.
Yeah, true. You know, get on Carl. As soon as possible. Oh, Bren, why are you just peeking one by one? That's your Sage going down so early on as well. And Carl, of course, you can heal himself. He's a Phoenix. One of the benefits. That and the fact that he has lol. Short range lines. Okay, whatever.
The ulti is gonna come out from the Omen, but what is that? The headshot immediately, and they couldn't even get defense down. Carl trying to go for this one. No, he's gonna wait for his teammates. Okay. What? Where did that come from? There's one person behind, and that was Dispenser, actually, out of nowhere. On that Killjoy, got that great lurk going, peeks out in time. Great sense of timing on Dispenser, and Bren Esports get their first round on split.
So the question is, what do you think happens now? 213 or
don't be that mean, dude. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. Realistically, looking at this defender side, how much damage do you think they can do on this defender side before they switch over to attacker?
If Arkangel can bounce back from the last round, possibly they could maybe get a 6-6.
I think it would be fine if they got to that mid-round point, right? I'm thinking like
7-5, even like a.
That's best case scenario, I think, at the very best. Because right now, Bren Esports, I think they're getting into the rhythm of split. Obviously, they're still. I mean, they're not doing their usual stuff, right? Normally, you tend to see what one player towards one side, one other player, and then you get three players pushing together. This time they're playing 2-2 and 1, and it's Jesse Vash alone with the spike over and towards that B side. So now he's gonna cross mid, and this is not good. He has to cross over mid, and Johan's in mid. They just dropped the spike. This is not what you should be seeing from Bren, but luckily for them, they still have the firepower. Dubstep still finding the damage done, and it's all down to the last remaining players. Of course, the Sage for Arkangel. And he's been spotted out and taken down. That would not have worked in any other scenario, right?
Yeah.
Any other team would be taking that mid control, and if they had decent aim, like really good aim, they would be finding those kills onto Dubstep and to Jesse Vash, and they'd have to play retake for the spike and towards mid. This is more criticism on Bren Esports international-wise. Don't do that.
Don't do that, sir. I think they're trying to avoid mid control entirely and just use it as a way for one of them to lurk onto either side. And it worked last time with Dispenser coming from behind and getting those 2 kills, but the usual time that does not happen. Like if you're up against AAA or Todak or even old Cloud9 Korea, that's not gonna work.
You should run.
RIP Cloud9 Korea.
Here comes the party.
Mayzeta, rest in peace. Oh, but Dubstep though gets the 2 kills that they need to get this entry going, but Josh S fighting back as well as his teammate as Bren Esports lose 2 members in this mid position. Now it's only
1 enemy
a 2v3
remaining.
situation as Borkum does get taken down immediately. An alarm bot gonna be placed here by Nazmi. So if Dispenser does decide to go for this push, he has to kill the alarm bot and get Nazmi at the same time, which is quite the task to do so.
Turret out.
Spike's position is
30 seconds left.
Oh dear. Well, Dispenser. Bit of a giveaway there. Still doable, I think. Actually, no, never mind. 20 seconds left. He's taken way too much time. And corner. That's a good shot. Oh, a little bit of extra spray going on there from Josh. Salt spray goes down as well.
Get that salt into one of his better friends on the team. Why not, right? Get that salt going. I love. Nothing is like a better feeling than, you know, beating your friends or equally as skilled as you in a video game such as Valorant. Because the next time you meet, you get to rub it in their face.
I absolutely would, not gonna lie. If I was on that caliber, I'd just be like, yo, what's up, dude? Remember that time I beat you, lol?
Remember the time I destroyed you in this one game? Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, oh, and we were the same agent, right? Yeah, Agent Diff? Yeah.
Yeah, Agent Diff.
There.
Not gonna lie. Oh, I think Bren full box, right? Oh no, they're just trying to take down the wall in mid with their classic, so they don't run out of ammo. But the flash is gonna come out here from the breach. How and why is Carl peeking out with the run it back, but he's blind at the same time? That's kind of a waste of an ulti, but somehow he gets dubstep. Oh, but he does not notice that Ching is in backside, so he's gonna go for the fire, and Ching's gonna peek in the corner. He's gonna get the free kill. He's just gonna place a dark smoke onto Heaven so he can, or his teammates can cross safely, but the paint cell's gonna be baited out at first before they can go for the full plant, but the satchel is gonna come out. Showstopper is actually available for Josh S, so if he does want to go for this double kill, he really can.
Spike planted. Let's go!
Oh no, the Rolling Thunder going into the defender side spawn, but despite being hit by the Rolling Thunder, somehow the Killjoy gets the double kill, but the ultimate is gonna come out. It's not gonna hit Borkum! What is that? He could get the kill here on the diffuser. He's gonna peek the corner and he's gonna get it! Plus, Dispenser was actually circling all the way around, probably from mid. And Bren Esports, what was that? What a great rotation from Dispenser, but what a great dodge from Borkum as well from the Showstopper.
So that's such a good crossfire in their post plan, as well as the fact that Ching getting into that position without being seen is ridiculous.
Yeah, that should not have worked. That should have been 1000% Carl punishing Ching for going into backside, because you can hear that, right? You can hear that from miles away.
You'd assume so, yeah. Now what we're looking at, we're basically seeing the same sort of setup every time, but this time they've rotated one player over from A over towards mid, and so mid control, they're feeling a little bit more confident to fight for it, playing around these smokes, trying to clear every angle. And the Spike's still sitting outside of garage, and so I'm wondering where they intend to hit, because you basically got 3 players watching that B side, the 2 over in towards A. And oh, pushing way too deep. Nazmi gets shut down. Dispenser lying in wait. Dubstep. Oh! Paranoid comes out. Doesn't actually blind anyone, but the timing on that peek is just so good. PBD has to heal himself and back away. Johan hoping for a peek here. Yes, spots, finds 1 kill, has to back away. You can see they don't want to fight with that stinger because they know what a nuisance it can be, and instead it's gonna be Jesse back from the long range. PBD taken down in spawn, and you can see Jesse was considering going for the res there, but instead
30 seconds left.
they know they're the numbers advantage at this point. Josh S
Spike planted.
only has the Sheriff to fight his way back into the site. He's got a Boombot, got a bit of utility to work with. Stinger in his hands now as well.
Yeah,
that ice wall, yeah, there's no chance. That ice wall basically confirmed it, right? It's just like, okay, well, you can't get in without being noticed, and they're already looking for you, so a 4th on the board. Bren Esports have taken the lead.
All I'm saying is, if you had a Cypher on your team, that strat that they did into the Paranoia, into the Phoenix peeking onto Heaven, that would have worked. But in my head, I was like, how did all 3 members of Bren Esports dodge that? Like, Dubstep must have been reading, that must have been like a god tier read from Dubstep, or yeah, maybe it's just a missed time from Arkangel, but man, that would have been 9 times out of 10 that play would have worked, and they would have gotten all 3 members of Bren Esports. But unfortunately, Arkangel's sense of timing is kind of off today.
Look at Ching. Readying up his smoke, walking
chilling
into the wall.
I like how his little cape flaps every time he does that.
Yeah, the wind comes out of nowhere.
Are you sure?
He just starts farting when he's ready for a smoke.
That's the power
Well-
of the paranoia. Takes the wind out of you.
It's all gas based. Just think about Jet.
Ooh. He's in sewer as well. Ooh. The smell. I can imagine it.
Oh dear.
Oh, so I was looking at the instant replay. So you know how the stream is delayed? So Ching did get hit by the paranoia, but the rest of the squad was just kind of holding back. I think they were waiting for Ching to actually set his paranoia first, but as soon as they saw the paranoia, they went for the push because they know that there is a little window of time that Omen has to pull out his gun. So it's a great job, I guess, for Bren, like doing their timings well. And somehow Dubstep's already in a ramp, getting that control very early on, getting the kill onto Josh S as well. And right now, Bren Esports not having full control of A side just yet, but it is looking like it. They just have to take down Nazmi. The spray is gonna come out. He's down to 33 HP. Unfortunately, from the side, that is another frag onto him. Bren Esports now looking on a 2v2. Nazmi and the Omen this time.
I love how Bren are playing this, right?
Last player standing.
His teammate. No.
Wow.
Oh, it's a
Jesse.
1v2? Jesse.
One enemy remaining.
Not a stranger to this situation. 1v2.
Oh!
Just like I said, he is no stranger to that situation. Every time that I cast a tournament with Jesse Vashiniat, he gets 1 or 2 clutches, and that is one of them.
I love to
Such a
see it.
systematic player
That's
as
such
well.
a yeah. I was about to say I love the way Bren took Heaven there because basically you saw how that round started, right? The smoke goes down to cover off deep into Heaven, and so really the only thing you can see is towards vents. And then just like that, Dubstep uses that advantage to get that first kill over through the vents, make sure that no one else is pushing. He finds one more kill on top of the box, and then he pushes through the smoke. That push through the smoke, that was a bit of a mistake, but the way that they're tackling it, just segmenting off bits of the map to clear out one by one, find all those kills, and like that kind of systemic clearing is really good from Bren Esports. Because Arkangel, what can they do? Either they run back through the smoke and have to give up that map control, or they hold their ground and they get taken down.
Definitely. And right now, actually, Arkangel not burning their wall this early in the round, or it's just, I think, the Sage did the forward wall. But I like how aggressive they still are in this mid area. They do not care if Bren won 5, 6, or 7 rounds. They're still gonna fight for that mid control, and we appreciate the consistency from that. Bren Esports still having a hard time trying to get into these sites because Arkangel, just like I said, are still fighting for that mid control.
Thirty seconds left.
Oh, but the double satchel into the site. Let's see Johan gonna use the teleport. What a great teleport from him, but he only gets one, unfortunately, as Ching trying to look whether or not he can get into the site. 13 seconds left.
10 seconds left.
He's gonna have to plant the spike, and Jesse Bash has to protect him. Does see one, does not get 2, so Ching has to stick this. The satchel is gonna come out, and it's not gonna be enough. 4 to 5 here. Great TP from Johan. Does get 1 and kind of disrupts the push there from Bren Esports. And you can give credit to PBD as well. Like, that Storm really kind of gucked up the push of Bren Esports, and they could not move at all. And it took them a while just to get into the site and get the plan.
Arkangel, they're keeping this game close at the very least, right? They're up to 4 at this point, Bren Esports. They've shown a couple of openings in their pushes and the way they're playing right now. This time, straight up, 4 players over towards this B side, 1 player over towards sewer, so it should be a mid-split. So we're seeing Carl looking for some early information, but all that utility straight away, Bren Esports, they want to take that mid-control, and they take it for themselves immediately. Those vents can actually be taken by them as well. Out in the open. Oh, the double spray down on step. He finds 2, spots 1 player up inside of Heaven. Josh S now. He has an idea that they're all going to be pushing their way in, and well, he's inside of the zone. of this Killjoy ult. And so what can he do? Paint shells come out right onto the spot. Should land
Spike planted.
a little bit of damage done,
people.
but not too
one
much.
player detained. Okay. Wait, so who's gonna be detained? It's gonna be Nazmi. What? I think it's
Variable.
Josh S. Oh no. So actually, his hands are shaking right there because the detain does kind of tase you, I guess. That's a thing.
I've got an update for you
This
as
game?
well.
What?
Valkyrie, they're up 1-0 against
One enemy
wait,
remaining.
I can't be biased.
Dream. As well played there by Bren Esports. As they went 14-12 in overtime, in Icebox. So
Ew.
they're heading into their second map already. And if Valkyrie win it, they'll be going up against whoever wins this series. And you know what? X Faded, he dropped a 30 bomb.
Ooh. It's different.
So, unfortunately, his Toby didn't show up like he did yesterday, so he doesn't have those stats to his name.
Don't worry, we got map 2.
There you go.
Map 2, wait for map 2, please. Please, Toby, I swear to God, if you don't pop off. If you're hearing me right now, please pop off. I really want to see a game 3 against Dreams and Valkyrie, because I do know that they're like so similar in terms of skill. But back to the game, talking about skill, Arkangel already losing one member, the skillful pick of Bren Esports here, and now they're trying to go for this B-side take. They do have everyone on the roster still. Omen tried to go for this A-side, probably gonna try to go for a fake. Borkum setting himself up and trying to get some damage here on mid, but Bren, they're very undecisive. Is that the word? Undecisive? Indecisive?
Indecisive.
Yeah, and Ching though. Ching always has like the best teleports. They do not find where he is when they go for that. Look at the patience from him too. He's not peeking A screens. Usually an Omen would just, you know, peek screens immediately and try to get that frag, but no, that is not Ching. Just like you said, the discipline, it's already in his blood at this point. Trained by Bren Esports, but the teleport is gonna come out here from above, and Dispenser gonna wait in the dark cover here. Gonna try to see if he can cheese anything here, but the hot hands. What? The
10
spike
seconds
is
left.
dropped.
One enemy remaining.
A main. I'm confused. What is happening? This...
I think they're not going to find this. It's fifth on the board for Arkangel. And it was kind of a cluster of a round, right? It was a bit of a blunder. The spike comes in from behind, it gets shut down, and then all that Arkangel had to do was set up their defenses to hold on to that spike for as long as possible. That smoke goes down, the hot hands forces them back. Really left them no choices there, and one by one they take them down, and that is the best way you want to play it.
I'm in visible confusion. What? I thought that would be free for Bren, not gonna lie. Like,
Understandable.
I
Have a
think
nice
they
day.
have, yeah, that was a great TP from Ching. Like, he had an angle here on Josh S, and unfortunately no one is there to greet said that man. No one is there to receive the showstopper. He's still trying to look for a guy there, try to explode anyone.
That's so awkward.
He's like, I have this package that I have to deliver. It's an explosive, and I have a rocket launcher. Oh, okay, no one's here.
I
Guess have to
always
keep
find it so funny when ults go like that. Like if a Phoenix ults and runs around, there's no one around.
Out of charges.
Or when when the raid's running around with the ult ready.
Then they tell you in the voice chat, info. This is for info. It's like, I know that's not for info. I know there's no one there. That's a mistake and a half. But Nazmi though, still defending heaven. They do have control despite being 50 seconds left in the round. Oh,
One enemy remaining.
what a mistime there from Borkum, actually getting taken down there by the peak. And now it's a 1v2. Dubstep performed so well yesterday, and today is no different. And Arkangel looking to get that 6-6 half. And
30
Dubstep,
seconds left.
if he decides to go for ropes, that could be a mistake, but gets
timing.
spotted out by Josh S. I think Josh S actually went up the rope and just sliced the
Switching
pie, or
sides.
rather jiggle peeked every angle in mid probably, and got the kill on
6-5.
Dubstep. I
As
told
you said.
6-6, yeah. I'm a savant.
Alright, calm down, buddy.
It was getting to me, bro.
Now here's the question. Will Arkangel do better on their attacker side here, or will it be Bren Esports? Or will we see overtime?
But it's Bren on defense, though.
Yeah, I mean...
You could say that, like, Bren is infinitely better at defense compared to, you know, attacker. So, yeah, their lineup's not too bad as well. They do have the... Do they have the Phoenix? No, they have the breach. And Carl jumping into 2 swarm grenades, finds a corner. It's not occupied by it, but he's down to 39 HP. Look at how much damage Bren has done, but they're just healing it all back. Except the guy who got healed back gets killed instantly. PBD. Gonna try to frag something here. Bren Esports.
Last player
Jesse,
Trying to
standing.
go for that
Walking in
retake,
up the
man. This is not looking good for Bren.
This is looking good for Arkangel, though. Despite all that utility damage being done, they still manage to hold together. They push all together, and they're covering for each other on the way back in. Borkim, how much can you find? He spots 2, spots 3. That's where every single one of these players are, but I'm gonna find a single one of them. It is gonna be Arkangel taking the lead back in the second half. Bren Esports, not the best first pistol round we've seen from them.
Yeah, and that could have gotten way better on Bren's part, to be honest, if they actually... what could have they done better there? I think if they put the Killjoy on A. They did put the Killjoy on A, right? If they put the Killjoy on A, that's the worst part. That means they lost a round.
They were whiffing. I mean, they were missing a couple of shots. We saw Jesse Bash pushing down ramp and missing the shots onto Phoenix, and Phoenix had just turned around at that point as well. So, Bren Esports maybe were on their defense. Maybe focus more on their initial aggression more than the retaking, because Arkangel seemed to have some preset notions and seemed to be good at thinning out the numbers once that spike's gone down. But it's just a pistol round. It's not completely representative of what to expect once we see the rifles coming out.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
do keep that in mind.
Oh, but the push comes in to mid. Carl somehow gets dinked and not died. Jesse Bash is trying his best with the Bucky right now. I feel like he's using the right click every time as well just to get that additional range going. And right now, Bren Esports looking to get some mid control, and oh, we can see the entirety of the screen now. Pog. Yeah. Now we have all the information,
I
and
can see.
30
I
seconds
can
left.
see. Mid control not really been found here by the side of Arkangel. That ice wall goes up and they have to just back away. So now rotating over towards the A side, and they're very
Placing
audible at
swamp
this
grenade.
point. They know exactly where they're going. Now, just got a little little lineup there. Will they take this corner though? There's so little time left on the clock. 10 seconds left, 9 seconds left. They just have to deny the plan. He sees the bomb carrier, the spike carrier, sorry, and that's gonna be it. That should be it.
Thrifty.
There you go. Bren Esports, they win the second round. Borkum actually finds the final kill as well. And they're going to have money going to the next round. Arkangel, they're not. They're going to be very lacking in terms of the economy stage of their lives. I do not like that play. They spent so much time trying to take that mid control, and then just for it to get shut down by giving themselves a 20-second marker to get that bomb planted. It's never what you want to see, right? Now, again, they want to force that mid control. They take so long in that fight for mid control, though. It's a big problem for Arkangel. It's their timing. Johan walks straight up. Jesse Bash puts him straight down.
yeah, no one to trade him as well. It's so bad for Arkangel because they lose a controller. Now they do not have access to the dark cover. Now they're down to 3 people because the Sage is down as well. Both
Last player standing.
like kind of anchor figures on the site gets killed instantly, and Ching gonna get the last kill here on Josh S. And Bren Esports looking to get another dub here as they take the lead from Arkangel. who won the initial 2 rounds with Bren Esports, looking like they're better when the Phantoms and the Vandals or even the Operator is out.
Turret out.
A bit of a pause here.
Yeah, they need that pause, man. I can feel it. I can
Yeah, they
feel
don't-
that Arkangel is. I can feel their nervousness here, especially from PBD. My
It's
lord,
a lot of
4
money
and
on the
13.
line, obviously, for these guys. They don't want to be out, 2-0. They want to stay in this game. They're keeping it close here on
They
Split.
don't want
7 and 8.
what's third place again? I forgot.
Third place, 20,000 pesos.
They don't want no 20,000. They want that big 50 plus
50,000 and the graphics cards from
the
iGame.
graphics cards from iGame. Now you can play Valorant at 5 billion FPS. Asterisk. Not true. Probably at around, from my experience with the 1660 and it being colorful, I guess that's around like 300, 400 FPS. Not too bad.
Pretty
'Cause
good.
I
I'm on
play on
RTX
all high as
2060,
well.
but I would love to experience the Nvidia reflex at colorful.
You're really trying. Man.
Yeah,
want-
not
I
too
want to see
obvious.
my cat on the LCD screen on my PC. Yes.
I want to see my input
I want to
latency
see. I
just
want to see
disappear.
Noctis
NVIDIA
on your
reflex.
LCD screen,
colorful.
on your LED screen.
Exactly. I mean, how amazing would that be? And it's such good marketing. Colorful.
Yeah, you can put GIFs. Possibly of anyone, preferably your pets. But Dubstep though, getting PBD once again. PBD. Are you sure you pick? Are you sure you know that you pick Sage and not Jet? Because you're making these
player
angles
standing.
very hard, and it's not working out for you, buddy. Because Arkangel, everyone is just falling one by one. They get the trade, but is it really worth?
Blinding, I have the spike.
Well, but he does get the spike in the end, Johan. We have not seen him in any clutch situations before. He usually either is with the squad when they're fully alive or dies very early on. But let's see, can he pull this one off? Does need to find a breach first. Good spot him in the corner. Unfortunately, looking at the wrong angle, and Borkum gets a free headshot to that. 9-7, and Bren Esports only 4 away from getting this dub.
Arkangel, I really want them to get back into this game. I want to see them go the full distance at this point.
Placing swarm grenade.
Because I mean,
Placing
what
swarm
we're
grenade.
seeing so far on their attacker side is disjointed attacks, individual peaks, unable to take map control. They're not doing what we saw Bren Esports do, which was segmenting the map, putting out smokes to give themselves some
Placing alarm
space,
bot.
and slowly clearing them together as a team. That was what was working for Bren Esports on their attacker side. Now, Bren Esports are on the defender side, and they know how to defend. We know that very well. And Arkangel, they need to be doing exactly that. Instead of pushing through smokes like that for Dispenser to find double kills, that is not what you want to be doing.
Why is it, what? How does that work? Dispenser was just standing in the middle and no one batted an eye, and he got a free double kill there. Sage gets his wall killed instantly. Unfortunately, he doesn't know
With
that
a
Jesse
One
spike!
Vaz
enemy
is
remaining.
also the Battle
Long.
Sage PBD. I have no idea what the heck are you doing running the spike into heaven and giving it for free. I guess that's your Christmas gift for Bren Esports, but now's not the time to be giving Christmas gifts in the
But
form
Bren,
of
they've got
spike.
everything.
They got the boot camp, they got everything, dude. They got the Phantoms and everything, and I don't know, man. PBD is taking the role of Carl yesterday, where he was just
Here.
next to
Here.
nothing at this point. No offense to PBD, I just expect, especially from a guy from Arkangel, I just expect way more.
Yeah, we've seen them play better than this, obviously. Right? We've seen
You
them
should
get
run.
close to second place in a number of tournaments. Any tournament that Bren's not there, Arkangel definitely can be winning. But we're
Like
seeing mistakes that they're making in general.
We're like the disappointed dads of
Exactly.
casters.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. You can do better. Come on,
You're
Johan.
not winning, son.
Literally, Johan got paranoid, or rather paranoia, and then all of his teammates just died. But he gets to you though. In return,
Last
does
player
get fault
standing.
lined. Last player left alive. Johan once again 0 out of 1 in terms of clutches. Now 0 out of 2, as it is a 10-7. Is it an 11-7 already?
11-7.
Yeah, 11-7, and Bren Esports now only 2 away from going into the grand finals and vying for that 50,000 pesos plus the 1660 iGame. Pretty good graphics cards, if you ask me. And yeah, Arkangel just not
You know what I
informed
think
today.
you're saying? I think you're saying they're the best graphics cards in the world.
Yeah,
And
in the world, in the universe.
imagine if we could experience it though. Just kidding.
Please.
Alright, well,
It's just a 3060 Ti, dude. It would be nice.
that'd be so funny. If we had that whole
Oh my God.
boombot face going on it, you know.
Yeah, I'm so good at begging online. Yeah, but if you guys are looking for graphics cards, like for real, you should really buy the iGame colorful. Shipping doesn't take too much.
They've got
'cause-
discounts on their 16 series as well.
Yeah, and you can get a free mouse, free frames, because frames win games. You know what I'm saying? But Carl, let's see if he can win this game with those frames, run it back, gonna crack his knees a bit here. Borkum though, he's not even gonna reach Borkum, but Nazmi is on the case. He does
One
get him
enemy
in the
remaining.
end. Johan gets dispenser, last person left alive. It is gonna be Ching. And if I know Ching, he's gonna go for this 1000%. He's not gonna back down on a clutch situation.
See it, Chingzera. If you can,
What is this? His old name? Ching the God.
once
Only
you're some-
OGs remember Ching the God.
Ching Dagod. Boosting service.
Ching the God boosting service.
That guy.
The original man. Well, let's see. Can Ching get this 1v3? All the people would do it. It's probably gonna be him. He's gonna have to be careful that there is a Killjoy turret on there. He's gonna have to peek. Elbow. Oh, okay, Carl, getting your revenge on your old friend here onto the screen's position, but Arkangel getting the 8th in the scoreline, and Bren Esports are now back to broke. And I
Love
think they
locked
time
out
outed too early, and the time froze. There you go. From who though? Timeout from who?
Turret out.
Is this a Bren timeout?
Here.
Can you see through the great ads on the lower left, the chat on whose timeout it is?
No. It was Bren called.
Yeah. Those are one of those timeouts where they just want to ice Arkangel immediately. You did not want them to catch on fire, especially Josh S. So they took the timeout. They want Arkangel to have this a little bit of leeway of time so they won't be too hot going into whatever site they want to take. And Arkangel looking like they're gonna go a bit passive this time, so they're gonna take mid slowly and gonna try to see if they can get any control in the map.
Stealing sight.
Well, nothing going here with Bren Esports, although we are
Player
seeing
standing.
go back and forth, but in the end is Nazmi yet again to try and clutch this out. So far, success has not been the name of his game.
I got the spike.
Get one clutch though,
enemy
maybe. Okay, alright, dispenser now in the 1 versus 1. Oh my goodness, Nazmi.
Oh, the timing! He pulled out his bot as well. That's so sad.
It was written in the stars, dude. It's just how it was meant to go. That's oh, I feel for him. That's a big feels bad.
Man, what a great lurk from Dispenser though. Like Nazmi had no idea he was there at all, so he recalled the turret and he tried to call it again, but I don't know, man. This is just Bren being there at the right place at the right time, and Arkangel, they cannot keep up at all.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
I mean, this is a lot better than the first, right? 13-2, 13-8. Okay, sorry, it's 12-8. My bad. 12-8. It's a much better scoreline. So maybe Arkangels, if they had a little more time, I feel like they have the potential. Right? It's just They need a couple of readjustments for maybe like switching agents for a couple of these players. Asmi especially, because he can obviously do it. It's just that on a Sentinel, I feel like he just doesn't have the opportunity.
His playstyle does not match the Sentinel, that's for
Exactly. But I feel like he doesn't want to leave Arkangel, obviously, but maybe they're just not willing to adjust anytime soon. So maybe he needs more time to adjust to his new role, or maybe they need to make a change to his.
They don't adjust it. It's gonna be deja vu again. AA versus Bren. It's gonna be the classic rivalry between these two orgs has been going on for quite a while, especially in the FPS scene, and now it's still Bren on top once again. Josh S going for the plant, so this is gonna be the retake here from Bren Esports. The Killjoy gonna pop the ulti. Let's go. Can this be the kill for Josh S? That's one successful kill, but Dispenser knowing he's around the corner, but Nazmi doing his best. Dispenser impression going all the way around, and the defuse is gonna come out. That's gonna force the Sage to run near the bomb, but right now the great rotation's going. Great flick onto PBD. Now he only needs to get the Killjoy. Swarm Grenade is gonna come out, and the defuse, he's gonna stick it. Unfortunately, Nazmi gets the 1v1 clutch, and oh, he got a 2 out of 11 in his clutches. Now Nazmi's getting better, but now is not the time to be looking for improvement here. Now is the time to go all the way out. And Dispenser, that was too close to call for Arkangel, to be honest. Look at that Swarm Grenade, barely grazes him, and Dispenser, you know, he had to force Nazmi to pick, or rather to peek, and I don't know, man. That could have been easily Dispenser's round, but there's a Swarm Grenade to the left of him.
This time, Bren Esports not getting aggressive with that mid control, instead giving it to Arkangel to work with. So look at them taking every single inch of that mid that they can. Dubstep misses the timing as Johan just walks right in. They line up for him and he can't find a single one. Johan and Carl turn this into a 3 versus 5. As Borkum, he's going to find one, expecting the second follow-up. He just brought it back. Straight back into 3 versus 3. Out comes the stun. He catches him mid-air. And it was a headshot as well. There's a flash coming on the other side. Borkum knows exactly where this Sage is. Out comes the stun. She's backed herself into a corner that he has. There it is. Oh, but PBD answering back brings it into the 2 versus 2. And Arkangel are so low on HP. Dispenser and Ching, they have a definite opportunity to shut down this game right now. Ching is afraid of where that Raze is. He's not spotted her, not seen her jump into the site. Josh S still making his way up, and Ching left, trying to cover off 2 positions at once, and on the flank as well is going to be coming Dispenser. Josh S peeking in, checks the corner, takes deep, but nice headshot from Josh S brings it into the 1 versus 2 and onto Dispenser, who's very low on HP already. Down to deep. Out it comes. There's the first, looking for the second, and Sage
27 HP.
Good amount of HP to work with. Dispenser, this has to be a headshot. Actually, PBD going for the res. They know exactly where she is now, but having to find them both. This is the timing. Out comes the utility. Oh, it's actually not hitting him. He could have just held to begin with, but not expecting it to be a wide peak like that. And just like that, Arkangel have found double digits, and well played there by Arkangel to hold on to the very end. Bren Esports 2 rounds away from a potential overtime.
That was a sweater in that round. I was just watching. There's so much possibilities that went through my head. It's like, okay, Josh S is gonna peek into heaven, is probably gonna walk into Ching, but that didn't happen. Unfortunately, Ching actually died in that situation, and if Dispenser hit the shot on PBD, that would have been a possible clutch. But Arkangel, in the end, their teamwork is getting better and better as this overtime scenario is happening, and now the push is gonna come into the A site. Arkangel now fully blind thanks to the paranoia of Ching, and Carl is gonna get Dispenser, but they're doing some damage economically in this one. Carl forced to burn both of his abilities just to heal himself up. Now Doombot is gonna come out. Let's see if they can get some damage going. These angles getting held here. Actually, they exploded in someone's face, and Jesse Bash is gonna peek, but Borkum is gonna get Josh S somehow with a ghost. And Dubstep with a Bucky tried to go for that double dip. The free fire is gonna come out. Ching unfortunately did not hit the last guy. Great flashpoint, actually dodges it. But the power of that paranoia is gonna be enough to take down the last person of Bren Esports. That's gonna be Borkum. And it's 11-12. Arkangel slowly crawling back into overtime. And let's see. They might mount a comeback.
I mean, this is it. It's do or die now for Arkangel. Bren Esports, they reached that safety net a long time ago, but this choke could affect them psychologically. I say that. Of course it won't. These guys have been playing for years. It's hard to psychologically affect them in any way, shape, or form. So here we go into potentially the last round of this game. We've gone the full 24 rounds. This time playing aggressive in those positions. Carl, flash comes out, beats a flash, but Johan still gets a shutdown. Dubstep.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Everyone probably heard my reaction. That should have been Dubstep getting the kill. He dodged the flash, it landed right behind him, but fortunately did miss. But the wall is gonna come out here. Arkangel gonna start to push into this side. PBD does get broken, but the spray is gonna come out from Jesse Bash. He's gonna get 3, making it a 2v2. The rotations are already here for Bren Esports. Dispenser already near the heaven area. Unfortunately for Arkangel, they still need to go for this site because they have no idea where Dispenser is unless Josh S gets the kill. Now it's a 1v2. Ching once again failed last time to clutch, but now it is on him once again to go for it. Does not. Oh, he's gonna have from the shadows if he gets this orb, and he's gonna TP to elbow probably.
Watch them run.
Now this is the situation
30
that he's
seconds left.
What? Why did you cancel it? Oh, okay. I think he tried to go for the bait that he was teleporting into the A site, and now they're paranoid. It's like they're getting hit by the paranoia without even getting hit by the paranoia. And 14 seconds left. They're still looking for Ching in this one now.
10 seconds left.
Gonna see if they can go for the plant. Johan is gonna go for it, and they do have plenty of time, but I think they're pretty psyched out at this point. They're still looking for Ching on the site, and Ching wants to go for it. He could definitely do. On the ropes area, not happening just yet. We're still waiting. This is quite the high-pressure situation here for Ching. So, we're going to see in this round whether or not he's going to crack under the pressure or perform and become clutch. He could do some isolated 1v1s here.
Blinded.
On the side, the paranoia is going to come out. That's going to be Josh S probably blind. He's going to see the woman first. Does free fire the raise, but Johan is going to get him in the end. That was quite the miss from him. Does get Josh S, unfortunately. Does not transfer the spray on time onto Johan, and now we're into overtime.
Well, they've done it. Arkangel, they've gotten 12 rounds against Bren Esports, and Bren, quite surprised they even let that comeback happen.
Here. Here.
Placing sentry.
5 kills for Johan. Nazmi on 21, really showing up here. PBD not so much yet. As for the side of Bren Esports, they have plenty of kills, but I can't believe they let it get back into this overtime. They had a huge score lead.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Oh, but Dubstep though.
So aggressive, my goodness. Straight up into heaven. And immediately punished. I'm not sure why Bren is suddenly turning up a notch, starting to rush their way in. Both these teams went 6 and 6 in both halves. Balanced map.
Maybe it is a balanced map. I like split. It's a pretty hard map to set up in, but it is worth it. There's no setup happening because Carl is killing everyone. And Borkum is the last guy left alive. Bren Esports, this guy. Okay, I think statistically, Borkum is one of the clutchest players on Bren Esports, but unfortunately he could die because he's on the road. Oh, Dude, if Arkangel wins the next round, it's gonna be insane.
Switching
It's gonna be like,
sides.
oh, the good old days
Match
where
point.
Arkangel and Bren Esports were trading blows. And Bren would win most of the time, but sometimes, even,
There.
Turret out.
sometimes, a miracle happens. And Arkangel gets a map off, possibly a map 3, because Icebox, I'm not sure if Bren is particularly knowledgeable about the map. And Arkangel, that could be their trap card, or their trump card, as some people would call it, going into the series.
Angel again, looks like they want to go for that mid control. And this time, Bren Esports, they look like they want to get aggressive for that mid control. 4 players trade over towards the middle of the map. It's just be Dispenser over towards the A side. Carl, he's sitting on a couple of taps. Out comes some paint shells, but no damage is being exchanged so far. Just a lot of utility being used.
Yeah, I like that Arkangel kind of turned the knob on their aggression and just turn it down all the way down. And they're just waiting for Arkangel to go for the push into them instead of the opposite. And that's a good idea because Dispenser, as you can see, usually is the one rotating around the map and trying to go for those cheeky flanks, but they're not trying to risk that. They're trying to play together, and they're trying to see whether or not they can burst into the site and get this one, but the nade is going to come out. That means Dispenser is going to be down. Unfortunately, that means all
30
the
seconds
tech
left.
on the site is going to be unavailable. That is the weakness of the Killjoy. 25 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to put the spike down, and PBD will finally do. 4v5
Spike
situation
planted.
here. Bren, can they get the retake to get this map back in their hands? Nazmi, though, is going to get dubstep. The 3v5 not at all in the advantage of Bren Esports,
Enemy
and
down.
right now Jesse Bash is going to get the double tap.
Last
Does
player
jump back for
standing.
safety, and PBD is going to get this one. Right now, Jesse Bash, the last person left alive, trying to go for the spray, getting triple peek now from Arkangel, and if he does go for the jiggle peek once again, he might just get all of them, but unfortunately,
Attackers win.
Arkangel with the huge comeback on map 2 as we go into Icebox.